Good afternoon, lovely people. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, lovely people. Welcome back to another video of Schelling Rides. Today, behind me, we've got the all-new Tavelo Grow, their latest gravel bike. I'll be telling you all the ins and outs, and not only riding, I'll be racing this bike in a UCI gravel event in Belgium. So I can hear you think, Ida, you were a road pro, not a gravel pro. Yeah, that's correct. Although I did ride a lot of gravel in training ever since I have an apartment since 2021 in Girona. I basically do all my endurance rides on a gravel bike that I built back then. And because I loved it so much, I asked my team, Boran Grow at the time, if I could do some gravel racing, and they were all up for it. So I got a Specialized Crux at the time for a qualifier in Poland. I got 5th there, so I could go to the World Champs in Italy. Beautiful racing, I enjoyed myself a lot. The race itself was super tough, but everything around it was so much fun. I could stay with the Specialized team, with Sofia. She's still racing for the Specialized factory team. Yeah, just had a great time, great adventures. I was there out on my own. I didn't have anyone of the team with me, so I also remember I just grabbed so much stuff and food that I never used before, ate a lot. My tummy didn't like that, so I had a little tam dumoulennetje somewhere mid-race. Yeah, still finished 27th, I just looked up. Good experience, really fun. This year I'll be doing some more gravel events, just for fun, testing out bikes, because in my opinion, especially bikes like this that are meant for racing, the only way to properly test them is in a race and not in a training ride. This weekend, Belgium, UCI Bolero Turnhout, I believe the name is. Yeah, let's go have some fun. I'm heading there with my friend Martin, who I am riding partners and friends with for over 15 years. We did a lot of racing back in the days, and it's really fun to go on these trips with him again. Feels like the old days, so that's really cool. A bit more about the bike, because I guess that's where you are here for today. So, the Tavelo Grow. This bike is definitely meant to race. It's been in the wind tunnel. It has gotten some aerodynamic features like the rear fork. Also the down tube has some aerodynamic shaping, as you can see here. And this bike is light, it's reactive, and it just wants to go forward. It fits up to 55mm tires. At the moment we've got some 45 Schwalbes on. As you can see, there's a lot of room for more. These fall like 48 because the inner width of the wheels are an insane width of 32mm. So that's pretty special. You don't see many brands with a 32mm internal width for gravel. That's close to mountain bike internals. So with that internal width, your tire will sit on your rim really well, and it will not hang over too much, which reduces the risk of having flats on rocks hitting your sidewall. Also, you can run lower pressure with it and have less flats because the tire will hit your rim. There's just more air inside. The depth of these bad boys are 53/47. That's because it's got a wavy pattern. I actually quite love the look of these wheels. They're beautiful in my opinion. Not too wavy, which I don't like, but this is just classy or something. I don't know. They do it for me. On top of that, which special on my wheel set, I'm running these BBB valve caps. So, race setup of this bike. I've bought a SRAM Rival group set for just €1100 new. I thought it was a really good price, and it's a lot of group set you get for your money. It even included a power meter, so I thought, why not? I've got a 56 tooth chain at the front. I had it laying around at home, and I figured it's gonna be a fast race, and in this way I will have a bit more of a straight chain line than if I'll keep the 42 original on. So I will be grinding the 10 or 11 almost the whole day. So that's better. What else? Of course, I can't forget to mention these handlebars. They are super wide at the bottom. At the hoods, it's a width of 400 millimeter, but then they flare out to 465 at the bottom. And it just gives you so much more control. It's insane. It's like riding two different bikes once you go from the hoods to the drops. Yeah, one more thing. The front fork is eccentric, which may look really weird to you if you've never seen that before. I never saw it before, so I asked to Declan about it, and he told me it was to reduce the width of the head tube. So this part will be as slim as possible, including the internal cable routing, and also to improve the angle of the front fork, so you have a better steering capabilities. I'm sorry I couldn't show you all the frame set and all the parts in detail before I built the bike. My mother-in-law passed away just when I received the bike, and the last thing that was on my mind was shooting some videos. Luckily my friend Ruben has proposed to me to help me build this bike up, and I happily accepted. So we did that together, shooted some video, it will be shown in a minute. But yeah, that's why I couldn't show you all the parts and details. I did manage to shoot some pictures of the weight of every single part, which I will attach. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoy the build up. Yo, yo, yo! So we have arrived in Belgium, and the always beautiful Belgium. Today it's sunny, so it's good. It is fucking fresh, because it's still early. Race starts at 9. We're in Turnhout, my first big race of the year, UCI gravel event. Well, you could say I raced already this year, but the Catalan race was maybe more like a training race. So yeah, I'm keen to see what we can do. Last week was very hectic with some personal stuff, but let's see what we can. I'm ready. I forgot to shave my legs, but luckily no one is bothering me about that. No team DS's to say I have to shave my legs or anything, so that's good. Bike is ready. I had a couple of rides on it this week, but not too many, just 2. I wish that would have been different, but yeah, can't win them all. Here she is, standing in the sun, ready.
Doe my new vlog.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? We are here in Turnhout on the Tavelo.
Yeah, okay. Ga niet. So I've been wanting to tell you also, I'm gonna film some in-race footage again with this little cam. I actually bought it 5 years ago already for some holiday videos. But it comes in handy now. It came with this necklace thing. I had to modify it a little bit. Yeah, I think, well, if I get to the finish line in some sort of a first part of the peloton, I'm already happy. No big expectations from my side. I also don't really matter much if I get a good result here or not. I'm here to test the Tavelo, and that's most important. And any race bike is tested best in a race, so that's what we're here to do. So here we are at the start line. I got a little specialty treatment. I don't really understand why. I guess because I was an ex-ultra riders. But yeah, I took it and I could stand with the first 25 riders. Really nice, saved me a bit of fighting at the start. And here in front of me is my mate Piotr, who actually finished 4th, so props to him, strong race. My camera angle didn't work that well. Up here I'm still filming horizontally, but if you wanted to see a bit more than my handlebars, I had to make it vertical. All the 2,500 participants behind me and a couple seconds before the start line. And we're off for a 144k race. 2 laps of 72k, mostly bigger roads where you would bubble up as a peloton, as you can see here. And all the bigger holes in the road or some shit you couldn't see coming because all the riders in front of you, your bike or your body had to take it, which was a bit of getting used to for me. Also, my bottle cages didn't like it, as both of my bottles fell out after 15k already, which was a bit of a pain in the ass, so I only took 2 small sips. First lap, nothing really much happened. A little group got away, and the second lap, the peloton was maybe still 50-60 riders left after some fast pace. And at that moment I saw one of my bottles standing against a tree, and in the moment I decided to stop for it because I knew I had to grab it or I was gonna cramp in 10 or 20k later. So I grabbed it, I stopped, came back to the front of the peloton. Luckily the pace was a bit off at that point. When I got to the front, my man Martin attacked, and I decided to join him. I didn't really understand why I did it, but here we were with three guys in the break. I did a couple big turns for him to establish a gap, but then I wanted to go back to the peloton, but he begged me to stay. So here I was in the breakaway. Some other guys joined, and then we had actually a group that made it to the finish line for 11 guys. Last 10k, my legs gave in, and I dropped. I still got 42nd place, but I had a lot of fun. It was cool being in the break with Martin. It was a really fast race with 39.6 average, so it was good to have an aerodynamic gravel bike. The bike did a great job. A bit more about that afterwards, of course. But yeah, fun race. Martin got second. Super good job of him. I'm happy we were there together. I only have some race footage from the start of the race because after 40k, I took off my gloves and then I accidentally hit the camera with a magnet. That thing fell off, so that was a bit of a bummer.
Race finish, this man got second. First gravel podium ever, yes!
In a big UCI one.
Yes.
Big props to you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the race with him again. And like and subscribe.
And that'll come later. Yeah, we had a good time here in Belgium. This man got on the podium, so fucking proud of him. Yeah, more bike details later. No, handlebars, everything was superb. Really happy how this bike rode. It was definitely the legs. A big mistake from these weak ass bottle cages, that's my fault. Okay, so we're at the at the point where I lost my camera. It is connecting to my phone, so it must be somewhere here. So during the race, when I lost it, I looked on my bike computer and saw 38.2, and that way I could find where it was. After a while searching, I luckily found it under some leaves, which made me happy that I didn't lose the race footage, but also the cam. So to top off this day, it was even better. We ended the day chatting about the race and eating a little patatje stoofvlees, because what else do you eat in Belgium? We had a great day of bike riding and racing. We got back the same day, and just a really relaxed day of racing bikes and hanging out with Martin. So a week has passed since the Balero turnout gravel race. I did a couple more rides on the bike, and today Martin again dragged me along a crazy 180k ride in the middle of the country with some other friends. It's a good test to see how it does under a big endurance ride. One thing I obviously changed after the race is the bottle cages. These are from BBB and they grip like a maniac. It's actually hard to get them out. So no more fouling bottles. Yeah, about the bike and the ride handling of this thing. You can see you can get into a really aggressive aerodynamic position, and on the hoods with a 40 centimeter bar, it feels like you're riding a road bike. But then the moment you go into the drops, you get this extra feel, and the bike just really gets twisty, and it gives you so much control. And the bike handles, as you can see, it's not a slow one, and it really just likes to rip in the corners. Martin also recorded me in some downhills where you might see some better handling skills than on a straight road as we are now. But overall, the riding abilities of this bike really blew me away. As well in the race where you cannot see where you're going or where you're heading. So as you saw, the bike feels a little bit like a road bike, but then you got this huge tire clearance, 55 on the front, 50 on the back. And it's not that normal for a bike to be that twitchy. And the extra control the bars give you makes you so much one with your bike on a single track, or where stuff gets a bit more technical. So yeah, I've been
I've been quite impressed by it. I love riding this thing. Retail price is going to be $18.99 for the frame and the handlebar set, and the wheels will retail at $1,000 US. So I guess that's really a lot of bike you get for your money. Yeah, I built it up with a kind of cheap rifle group set, but in total, this bike will not set you back that much, but will give you a lot of worth for your money. Also, the looks are there. Je komt even op je afgerend. Hallo.
So after that massive ride of yesterday of 180k on gravel, I got home and then I remembered I didn't give you a shot of the weight of the total bike. Of course, that's necessary in a review video. So 8.4 kilos, close to 8.4. Not too bad for a gravel bike, considering I've got a rival group set on here. So you could easily make it 500 grams lighter if you invest a bit more for, let's say, SRAM Red. And then you get easily under 8 kilo for the complete bike. So that's not too bad at all. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked me racing this bike, telling you the ins and outs about it. This week I'll be flying to the US, New York, for some crit racing in Central Park. Afterwards we all go together to California to race Redlands. Really excited to meet the whole crew of Rubber and Road. New adventures, new people to meet, new racing scene, so look forward to this a lot. And afterwards I have some really cool bike tech coming in for some more gravel and road racing back here in Europe. So yeah, if you're interested, keep an eye out on the channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and whatnot. But yeah, that's it for now. See you in the next one.